YouTube faithful, it's Flex Friday. What's going on? It is January 24th. We got 3 games today. Not the best NBA slate. I will concede that. I will give you that. But it's okay. We're going to have a quick video. I'm going to break down some of the things I like. Maybe you learned something. Maybe it helps you with your process. Maybe, just maybe, you smash the like button. Guys, hit the like button like mama taught you, right? It's the only thing I ask for. It's free content. I do appreciate it. And if you leave me a comment, I get back to it most of the time. Now, yesterday, I had a Discord Dub Club playlist, I had a YouTube video, and I had a live stream. Now, just like the thumbnail implies, the live stream is where the magic happened yesterday. Now, I can't always predict which one it's gonna be. I wake up every single day, I have the same routine. I look at the slate, I do the projection sheets, I do a playlist, I do this video, and then I do a live stream. Now, for those of you that just watch YouTube or whatever, you're not getting the full picture. You're just going to get like most of my thoughts and explanations, but sometimes it's not gonna hit. It's gonna be wrong. Like yesterday, I don't remember what all happened, but I know my playlist went like 3 of 5 because Monk sold and Scotty Barnes sold. Scotty Barnes sold everything, dude. He literally went over points. I had his points under. He didn't get his blocks and steals. He didn't get his rebounds. He didn't get any, dude. Like, it was crazy. He did just enough to sell everything. It was just cinema in an elite matchup too, no less. Trae Young sold. Okay, he sold. I knew it's like it's either feast or famine with Trae Young. But here's the thing, guys. By the time the live stream hit, I had a whole different outlook on the slate. I had more time to digest. I saw more things opening up, and then we were on a completely different list of players. And luckily, it was 25x, 10x, 5x, all the X's, thank God, and we were able to get a W. Now, the late night callouts were on that live stream. Jordan Poole's fantasy score, cash that. James Harden assist, cash that. Bobby Portis PRA and Jamal Murray fantasy score. All of those were given vocal, just like I'm giving to you now, a list format and a link in my live stream tab yesterday at 6:15 Central Time. So it doesn't matter what was said on the YouTube. It doesn't matter what was on the playlist. If you attended that live stream, you made money. It was impossible not to. This was the 2-man that I gave out. He actually took the alternate line for Sabonis. I told you to take the full line, which paid out, and I have that myself cashed. Okay, 25 to win 75. It was Sabonis 38.5 PRA and Curry less. The Curry call, I wasn't on Curry all day, but when I had more time to look at it, I was like, that line is way too high. We're taking Curry under. Bang. It was sweat free. Okay, those things are gonna happen. Tyler Hero cash. He was another one. We took his full game and his first half. Jordan Poole smashed everything. This was the 6 of 6 from the live stream. Portis, Jamal Murray, Harden, Poole, Powell, and James. Right here, dipping shots. And this guy was scared. He was like, no, there's no way Powell hits, right? It's never over until it's over. Powell backdoor covered. It was a full live stream sweep besides Denny Avija's Goblin that I took in one lineup, and he would have soared, but he got gate kept. Here, you could see other people took variations of it. Powell, Poole, Harden, Portis. You could see Armando took. You can see other people. I told you, take Jordan Poole with LeBron James if you want. And that is a good 2-man. Retired Brick. A day one, he hit a full 25x just going down the live stream slips. Guys, why am I telling you this on YouTube? Well, one, I want you to get in the live streams, number one. Okay, you see multiple winners here. But number two, because if you're just watching the YouTube videos and stuff and then you just think, oh, well, this guy sucks, you're wrong, guys. Whatever. I'm doing these YouTube videos with no script, no nothing. I'm going through them, but my opinions are going to change from 1 Central Time to the time crunch time comes around. So whether you're in my live streams or not, guys, you can't just make a decision at 1 p.m. and tune out and unplug. Not in NBA. You cannot do that. News changes, markets shift. This is an insanely hard thing to do. It's literally a stock market. So what was good at 1 maybe not good at 6 o'clock Central Time. Okay, that is just the reality of the world and the life that we've chosen. It's very hard. You have to be plugged in, guys. I can't say it enough. Okay, another 25xer, Bruce Brown. I also gave him out on the live stream. Okay, all of these guys were given out on the live stream. You can see it here. I'm not just making this stuff up. I talked about Porzingis' first half. I gave Cash Money the 2-man pair with Jordan Poole. I said it was a gut call. My model loved it. We went with it. But I didn't talk about Jordan Poole on the YouTube. Why would I? I didn't know I was going to like Jordan Poole, but I got on him late. Another one. Jordan Poole, Keegan Murray, Tyler Hero, Jamal Murray, Dustin Wolf. This was some other person in my Courts play of the day or something. And Bobby Portis. No one was talking about Bobby Portis but Captain Crush. Nobody was talking about Jordan Poole or Jamal Murray. Everyone everyone was afraid of Jamal Murray. In fact, I got laughed at in my own live stream being like, why are we on Jamal Murray again? Buddy, because it was the perfect spot for him to cook. That's why. And these aren't even all the people that post their slips, because they post them in the general chat instead of posting them under this section, which is fine. I don't really care, but I do like to show this for the YouTube purposes so you guys can see what's what. I didn't even get a chance to post my own winning slip. Let me rectify that. Okay, so this was a 4-man that I did myself. You can see Sabonis, Hero, Poole, and LeBron. Okay, then I did a 6-man as well. I did Poole, Harden, Bobby Portis, Jamal Murray. I shoehorned in Trae Young because I even told them could see him going over, see him selling. It's 6 legs. He was a dart. I did put him in there. Unfortunately, I should have left him out. And then I put Scotty in this one under points, just like I said on the YouTube. See, I mix and match my plays the way I like them. And in the 5 and 6 mans, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. And then I did a first half slip that cashed 5 of 5, 10x. And these were all the same guys I talked about on the live stream or whatever. But instead of taking their full games, I also took their first halves, because just in case it does blow out and get ugly and they overperform in the first half, it's green. Poole, Hero, Joker, Sabonis, and Zinger. We all talked about them on the live stream, how they were good full game plays. So then I just took them in a first half and it happened to work out. But again, why am I telling you that today, guys? Not to brag or be braggadocious, but it's because I want people that are watching this video that are already in my Discord to be, oh, I should probably make it a priority to go to the live stream. Now, that doesn't mean every day you go there, you're going to win, but that is where normally, especially for MLB and NFL, that is where the best knowledge is going to come from, because we're doing it in that crunch hour window that is so important, guys. I know everyone wants early videos and everyone wants to beat the bumps. It really, in the end, guys, it doesn't matter. Most of my winning slips, in fact, 80% of my winning slips between the hour right before tip off, okay? 1 hour before tip off is where I make the majority of my winning lineups, because that is when all the information is there. So you get out of this process where, oh, I gotta make sure I get in before, because you can get all the value in the world, and yes, that's good, but you could still lose. Things happen, things change. So without further ado, let's break down today. Now today, PrizePicks is moving these lines all over the place. There's only 3 games. Denny Avija's line has moved up 3 times. Darius Garland's line has moved up. Paul George's line has moved down. LaMelo Ball's line has moved down. Tumani Kamara stand pat. They're gatekeeping Mark Williams. John Morant was at 40. Now he's at 42. Trey Murphy was at 39. Now he's at 40. Jaren Jackson was at 42. Now he's at 41.5. I did want to make an all fantasy score lineup for Flex Friday, and PrizePicks is literally making it so I can't do that. Kelly Oubre Jr. was at 27, and now he's at 28. In fact, I'm pretty sure every play that I posted on my Dub Club Discord has already been bumped up by a point or higher. It's crazy. Now, how can they do that? Well, I'm telling you, 3 games, everybody's got a poverty golden ticket for free rolls today, so their money's going to be moving in and they can adjust the lines accordingly. So what's that mean for you and me, comment guy? It just means it's going to be that much harder to win today. Okay, that is what it means. John Morant, I got him at 7.5. He's already bumped. Okay, this is crazy. You can see Tumani Kamara is being juiced under 24, but I actually disagree with that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I'm leaning on taking more. Okay, Jeremy Grant, 14.5 points. We are 100% going to talk about that. Now, we all know Mark Williams has been on a generational run. In 18 games, he's averaging 23 minutes, 23% usage rate, 34 fantasy points on average, with a 1.47 fantasy point per minute on average. Okay, 1.47. You notice one thing, you can't find Mark Williams on any of the books, at least any of the pick'em sites. Nobody has the stones to post anything yet, because he's been a wagon and they don't know if they price him too low, it's an easy under. If they price him too high, it's an easy over. So they're taking their sweet time. But you 100% want to give Mark Williams a look today. I don't know which Hornet otherwise to go on. You could go and hope for LaMelo Ball to bounce back. 31 points seems absolutely insane. Okay, now I'm not taking less on that because I know he can get it. I would lean more towards another line of his, but I don't even know. I honestly don't know. I don't want to take LaMelo Ball today. I want Mark Williams. I just can't find him. Portland is pretty healthy on the other side finally, and their rotations are top tier poverty, but Jeremy Grant at 14.5 points for what he's capable of just seems a little bit too low. Okay, I personally have him projected to get 16 points. That's a 1.5 differential. He is good for the market data, so you could go ahead and take Jeremy Grant for leg number 1. Okay, I'm not in love with with that either, but it's kind of like a gut call and so of a projection. It's insane to me that all these lines have been bumped this high before I got a chance to do this video, and it's only 1:30 Central Time. I mean, this is crazy. This drives me nuts with PrizePicks, the way they move this stuff. Okay, Paul George, 6.5 rebounds. He projects for 7, but we know that matchup's going to be bad too. But we're slim pickings here, guys. I mean, what else can we do? Okay, 6.5 rebounds for him. I guess you'd have to take a shot on it. So in fact, if I think I was going to do something with Paul George, it would probably be his rebounds or maybe even his RA, because it's been a freaking wagon. Let's go take a look at Paul George. I mean, this slate is just not good, guys. I'm not excited to do a YouTube video today. I don't like this slate at all. I'm not excited. If it wasn't Flex Friday, guys, I would literally just take the day off. I'm not excited about this slate at all. Look at the head-to-heads. He just played him on 12-21. He had 6 rebounds, 5 rebounds. That was it. Okay, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and then way back then he had this. It is not a good matchup. It is not a good matchup at all. Micro or macro, it's not a good matchup, okay? His RA head-to-heads are bad. His last 20, he's gone over in 10 of 20. Last 10, 5 of 10. Last 5, 4 of 5. Do you really want your day to depend on Paul George? I mean, guys, I am digging in the dumpster right now. If you had to make a lineup for overs, I guess you could go there, okay? Same thing with Jeremy Grant. I don't love it by any stretch, but it is like the only options we have today on this 3-game slate. I really want Mark Williams, and I really liked other plays, but like I said, they bumped him already, and I don't know if I'm gonna deal with that. Now, if I'm gonna be looking at unders today, I'm kind of looking at Tyrese Maxey to go less than 28.5 points. Now that is risky because all this dude does is play big minutes and chuck the ball. That's all he does. But guys, again, we're dumpster diving here. We're literally dumpster diving on Flex Friday. How are we only gonna have 3 games on Flex Friday, man? That ain't even it. But look at this. Last 20, 10 of 20. Let's look at the unders. He's gone under in 10 of his last 20. He's only gone under in 4 of his last 10. And in the last 5, he's only gone under 2 in the last 5. Head-to-head, though, he's gone under 4 of 5, okay? And again, you know it's not a good matchup. Points allowed to point guards, they're ranked 21st. Model has him projected for 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. But just because it's projected good doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Example, yesterday, Aaron Gordon was projected for 11 points. He shot 8 times, and he went 1 for 8. And here's the caveat. He only played 17 minutes. I projected Aaron Gordon to play 23 minutes yesterday, and if he shoots 8 times on average, he's going to make 3 of 8, which would put him in like 6 points, assuming he gets no free throws and everything else. So projections are based off of opportunity in minutes, and if they get those and they don't perform, well then, oh well. But I do think this is a solid play. It's going to be sweaty as all get out. I promise you this is going to be extremely sweaty. Maxey has a high usage rate. In fact, he's averaging 1.16 fantasy points per minute and has a 30% usage rate, guys, and he's averaging 37 minutes. He's the one guy you don't want to take unders on because he's going to play 37 to 38 minutes. That's the top of his range. A 30% usage rate, which means the ball's in his hands 30% of the time when he's on the court. Now that's why his line is so high. But if the game gets out of hand early, which Cleveland very well could deal, the spread is 10.5. He could get out of it. They could just blow him out. Okay, so we are dumpster diving. I'm giving you my opinion. It's not a lock or anything like that. This was like if I was forced into taking anything like that, that is what I would do. We talked about Paul George, Maxey. We talked about a little bit about Mark Williams. You should have some exposure to him. We talked about Jeremy Grant. I think I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys to take more on Toumani Camara, even though I don't feel great about it. But I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. You can tell I'm conflicted. Normally I come on here and I know exactly what I'm going to talk about and exactly where I'm going. But right now I'm still researching myself, but I didn't want it to get super late and there's just no video. I just figured, hey, they can come along for the ride. Look at what I'm looking at. He's gone over 24 fantasy points in 7 of his last 10, 12 of his last 20. Head to head last time they played, it doesn't matter. This was so long ago. 3 of his last 5. I mean, you know it's a good matchup, but it's just like they have such weird rotations. Today it could be Denny Abidja, but they bumped him up to high heck. They gate kept him yesterday. After watching the gate kept when Denny was cooking yesterday and they just played him the least of all minutes for no reason, I'm off of him today. I don't care if a coach is willing to gate keep somebody when they're overperforming. He had one of the highest plus minuses on the team. I'm just not going to deal with it. Forget it. It's like, no, I'm not going to let some coach cost me coin because he wants to be cute with his rotation rotations and he thinks he's smart. Get out of here. Zero interest in you gatekeeping. Every player should be designated. All right, we're going to play him 32 minutes tonight. He's going to play 34. If it was like that, it would even the playing field so much. Like, it'd be crazy how much even it would be. If I could give you an exact minutes projection for every single one of these players, I could pinpoint their production down very, very well. But not knowing how many minutes they're going to play because of some poverty rotation, foul trouble, big v small, and everything else, it's very, very hard, which is why you got to stay vigilant and locked in. Now, some of you guys may not like to hear the truth because you just scroll around Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok and see all these photoshopped slips of people winning $40, $30, $50,000 and saying, oh, sports betting changed my life. Lock in. Here's the link to my Discord. Guys, that ain't it. If anyone's trying to sell you something and that's their approach, you need to fade them like the plague, okay? There's real and there's fake. Captain Crush is 100% real. I've been doing this for years. I've been teaching people for years, and one bad week or one bad month doesn't do anything. And the people that have been with me know it's ups and downs, just like a stock market. I will never sell out and just do videos with me holding money and trying to convince you that I'm living some baller lifestyle to get you to join me. If that's what you need to get people to join you, dude, you're freaking poverty. And I'm talking about 8 out of 10 other people that are doing what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. Who knows though? Maybe one day I just get tired of it all and sell out and start doing that stuff, and then I just join the rest of the roaches. You never know, man, because grinding it out is tiresome. Am I right? So what are we gonna do with Charlotte without Mark Williams on the board? I'm gonna keep checking for him. He's not there. Let's check parlay play. He's not there. I already checked Chalkboard earlier and I checked Underdog and he wasn't there. So I'm just gonna have to keep waiting. He will be up by the time the live stream hits. I'm pretty sure he will be. But I'm not sure, guys. LaMelo's line seemed too high. 31 points for LaMelo seems crazy. It just seems crazy, but I know if I take less on that, I'm going to get punished. I might just take his Gobbly PRA. Maybe it's a Gobby, to be honest. Maybe we just go over to Bridges, okay? At 33.5 PRA, I think this one could be fine. His points could be fine, or maybe even just his points rebounds. But to be honest, chat, I'm just going to wait it out, and hopefully they put Mark Williams up, and we can go there. Now, they had Kelly Oubre at 27 fantasy. He's still at he's at 28 now, and I think that's still fine if you're desperate. You could go there. Let's take a look at his fantasy point per minute real quick. I really did like it at 27. At 28, every 0.5 and point matters. He's averaging 33 minutes, 18% usage rate, 0.83 fantasy points per minute, okay? 0.83. So if we go 0.83 and multiply it times 33, he's getting roughly 27. As you can see, that's why I'm torn on 28, because on 27, he had equity to go over, but on 28, it's going to be extremely close, but that's that. So we talked about Paul George, Jeremy Grant. I gave you my thoughts on Mark Williams. I gave you my thoughts on Maxey. Now for the Memphis Pelicans game, that game could be good. I do want to take John Morant. I think I might just bite the bullet. I do like his assist at 7.5. Okay, I think he can get that. Here's my problem with John Morant, and tell me in the comments if you can relate. Every time you take John Morant's assists, he scores like crazy. Every time you take his points, he just facilitates. I mean, it's like he has a sixth sense to know what line I took and go the other way. Is there anyone among you that knows what I'm talking about? Okay, can I get some sympathy for the Ja Morant struggle? And because of that, it makes me just want to fade him all together and maybe go with someone like Bane, who's just going to be on there and be a little bit more consistent. Okay, look at this man's points, 20.5. We're going to see what I have him projected for. Well, my fantasy model and my projection has him going under, okay, 20.5 points, but it is a 50-50 as you can see here, and honestly, I think you could take over. I think we could buck the model in here and take more, but it is the most popular play. In fact, is it the most popular play in America? It is. This is the most popular play in America, my goodness. And LaMelo is going to be the most popular under play in America. Let's price out LaMelo. You can get this tool right here that I'm using, DG Fantasy. Use code CRUSH, get 25% off your first month, and I give you 30 days of my Discord free. This is what I use to price shop everything on the fly, and then I go and compare it to my model. His points less 31. He's 31.5 on some, 30.5 on others. This will be an extreme sweat, folks. I have him projected for 27.5. So way under. That's crazy. That's a huge differential. Technically, we're supposed to be taking less there. Everyone's going to be on the less there. And these are going to be the two most popular plays in America, point blank. They're good plays, but they scare the crap out of me, man. And I do like Eddie's Ice Cream at 15.5 PRA for what it's worth. Screw it, man. Let's make a slip. Let's make a slip and just go by, let's just go by the gut. All right, let's just go by the gut. I'm going to to put this together right here. Trey Murphy, PRA. I'm going to go with that. If you don't want to take his PRA, you could go with his rebounds or RA, I guess, or maybe even just points. Paul George, where you at, Chief? Your RA, give it to me. I'm going to take that on there. Jeremy Grant, 14.5 points. Sure, why not? Have a good night one time. Desmond Bane, the fly in the ointment. Do I take his points, the most popular play in America, or do I leave it and fade it? Man, I can't decide. Screw it. Let's put him in the mix. So we got Bane, Grant. We got two. Everything's going to be popular because it's only a 3-game slate, to be honest. So Bane, Grant, George, Murphy, and then this is where it gets interesting. You could take Maxey less, 28.5 points. I told you how sweaty that's going to be, but you know what I do love for Maxey? This. His Goblin at 21.5. So you could take less on 28.5 and over on 21.5, or you could just take this and take him to go over. Either one of those is fine with me. And then we would wait for Mark Williams. And then the last gut call would be either Tumani Kamara or, you know what? Let's go with Missy. Now, before we finish this lineup, there is going to be the live stream today. On a day like today, it is critical. You saw the proof is in the pudding. 25x, 10x, all given out yesterday on the live streams. I am not BSing you. You would have got your coin back within 1 day of just being there yesterday. CaptainCrush.net gold package. Okay, I do more than just sell you picks. I give you fantasy point tools to help you with your process, projections for every player. So fantasy point per minutes, usage rates, and a fantasy projection. Projection, player points, steals, blocks, turnovers, rebounds, assists for every single player. My playlist, my lineups, and access to the live stream all in one package. Run through the Discord server itself /dubclub, sent right to your phone. CaptainCrush.net gold package. Get in the freaking mix. You would have made it all back. A lot of people are like, oh, well, if I win tonight, then I'll join. You can't do that because I'm not charging you because, oh, I'm giving you, I could care less. I'll give you all the picks you want. That's not what this is. Being in the community, being in the live stream, which I have to paywall because I put so much time into it. It is my full-time job. That is where you're going to get the best of what I can offer you. I know the process up here. My job is to convey it to you and teach it to you guys, get everybody thinking on the same page, and we build our lineups and props together. Okay. The YouTube is based off of to give you a snapshot of the macro view of the process and the way I think and everything, and to get you who want more in the mix. So get in here, $25. It's Friday. A lot of people are going to be flush with cash soon with tax season. Give yourself a present. You won't regret it. You would have got it all back yesterday. It is what it is. I don't even get that full 25, guys. I'm just a humble servant doing the Lord's work, and I want you to get in the mix because I know I'm providing value. So I will see you in there. The link's in the description. Now for this lineup, Trey Murphy, gut call. Paul George, if you don't want to take his RA, you could do what I showed you earlier. Just his rebounds, or the other one we talked about. Jeremy Grant, gut call. If you don't want Jeremy Grant, Tumani Kamara's fantasy. Desmond Bane, 20.5 points. The most popular play in America. If you don't want to take Desmond Bane, you could take John Morant's assists, or you could take Jaren Jackson's points, or even Desmond Bane's turnovers at 2.5. Tyrese Maxey, you could take less at 28.5 points or over 21.5 points Goblin. And then Missy, 8.5 points. He projects for almost 11. It looks like a good spot for him. We'll have to wait and see. But this right here would pay you 15x if you powered it 24.5. But guys, the purpose of this video, I gave you all my insights. I gave you my thoughts on the most poverty slate I can remember in a while. And I know we've been saying that a lot lately, but this takes the cake. 3 games and the matchups are pretty much poverty. So, you know, we got to make the best of it. It's Flex Friday. I'm losing my voice. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was up late celebrating with the D-Gens. Not every video is going to be a banger, guys. It just isn't going to be. But I promise you, trust the process. Use the projections, watch the YouTube videos, attend the live streams, and you will be better off than when I found you. And not only that, you'll have a strong community where you can enhance the love of the game, which is why we're all here to begin with. And one last quick look so you can see I'm not capping. I'd go over it voice just like on the microphone, and you can see I wrote it out for everybody. These guys even put a link out for me while I was there. And then I gave the chalkboard too, man. That's literally, it was that easy, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that chalkboard banger was right here. And I'm going to close with this, guys. It's not always prize picks. It's not always underdog. It's not always parlay play. Sometimes it's chalkboard. Sometimes it's a mix and match. You got to have them all. Code CRUSH on all of them. 30 days of the cord free. Right out of the gate. You automatically get it. You're going to give you the free square and your deposit match. And I cooked this up. And honestly, this is, even though I hit 25x, 10x, and all that stuff, this is my most proud lineup. Why? Why? Because the line differentials between site to site were insane, and all I had to do was nuke this, which I didn't because I'm conservative. I never really do, and it would have been just Nagasaki. However, slow and steady wins the race. So I will leave you with this. Code CRUSH on Chalkboard. I hope to see you in that live stream. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.